Okay, so you like seeing the reaction videos. This is a full house clean video that was originally released in October of 2023. So a good few years younger than me. And we're going to have a look at how life was a few years ago. Still got the same rose wallpaper. I'm looking a little bit younger though, aren't I? Looking a bit bigger too. I've lost some weight since then, I think. Still got the same bed linen. Maybe it's time for a change with that bed linen, I think. It's stood the test of time, though. It's only been 2 years. Why does 2023 seem like such a long time ago? I mean, we have made some massive changes since 2023. We've got carpet now. We no longer have these weird little plastic wheel-around units. So there have been some big changes since 2023, which is good. I now no longer put the bins on the bed. No, that's a lie. I still do that sometimes. Which actually, when I watch it back, seems like a really unhygienic practice. But the only thing that really goes in the bedroom bins is like snacky wrappers and tissue. And, I don't see as it's a massive germy issue. But, yeah, looking back on it, it does seem a bit of a weird practice. That skybox... Oh, good grief. We kept that thing for an unhealthy length of time. We had it in our old home. So we moved from where we were in Hertfordshire to here with a skybox. We had Sky at our house in Hertfordshire. Ooh, words are hard this morning. So, yeah, we had the skybox when we were in Hertfordshire and we moved to Lincolnshire with it. Then when we got rid of the TVs and we stopped watching like actual telly, we obviously didn't need the skybox anymore. But for some reason, actually getting to throw the skybox out or send it back to Sky, I can't remember what we actually did with it, seemed to take forever. Forever and ever. Really, it did. Ridiculous. The amount of stuff we held on to. Now, what's really odd is we were holding on to here's more stuff we were holding on to. But we held on to lots and lots of stuff. Ironically, sometimes our house was tidier when we held on to more stuff than now we don't. Because I seem to find when I declutter and clear out, that the minute I declutter and clear out, we buy more stuff to fill the void. And we tend to overbuy. So... for example, let's say I decluttered the kitchen cabinets and I got rid of all the tins. I would go to the shop and then buy 3 times the amount of tins of other things. So I've now overfilled the space, even though before it was cluttered and crowded. I've now refilled it, but overfilled it. Does that make sense? These tins of paint, that's another thing we seem to hold on to and hoard. It's tins of paint. Empty tins of paint. Why am I doing? Why? I think a lot of people are the same, holding on to empty tins of paint. Just, why do you do it? Just get rid of them. If it's empty, get rid of them. And I think there are specialist places you can take like full tins of paint to dispose of them. Because I don't think the full tins can be disposed of the same as empty tins. But I don't know. I love that little tray I had. Oh, I miss that little tray. That was quite handy. But then I went through this phase of I didn't want anything out on any of the surfaces ever again. And I threw everything away that would be on a surface. And yeah, my little tray went with it. Although I do still have my my laundry pod jewellery box. I have never had a proper jewellery box because I don't really wear jewellery. Sometimes I do. But normally it just sort of sits in the cupboard waiting for me to wear it, and I never really wear it, so I can't see the point in spending all the money on a proper jewellery box for jewellery I'm never going to wear. But maybe if I had a pretty jewellery box and I could have it out on the side, I might, remember to take my earrings off or my rings off at the end of the day and pop them back in my pretty jewellery box and then pop them on the next morning. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll get a jewellery box, but for now the laundry detergent pod thing is working very well. These plastic containers, they've gone. We now actually have a functioning chest of drawers and we have a functioning wardrobe. That was a wardrobe. A wardrobe? That was a bargain. The wardrobe in our room, I think I got it for 50 quid off of Facebook Marketplace. Oh, it's an amazing, huge thing. This little unit, that's gone as well, as you all well know. The bathroom, see how much cleaner and tidier the bathroom looked 2 years ago? It definitely needs redoing. It's all tatty now and horrible. I also really like my fringe from 2 years ago. I wouldn't mind my fringe back. The problem with a fringe is, I don't know about you guys, but if you've got a fringe during the summer, does your face not get really hot? Mine does. It gets so irritating with that fringe just sitting across your forehead and you're like, get rid of it. We also now have the power shower. This thing was horrible. Great for rinsing the bath down or doing the dog, washing the dog, but the mixer tap thing, oh, it was so horrible. If you could put the hot water on, but as soon as you turn the cold water tap on, it shut down the hot water. So you really couldn't balance the hot water and the cold water. It was just a nightmare trying to wash your hair with it. We never bothered. It was just a nightmare. I think on the odd occasion we used it, but no, it was just a nightmare, like I say. See, even great for rinsing the sink. It was fantastic for rinsing things down, but it was useless for anything else. The water pressure in this house is terrible. And since they've put the new heating in, it's even worse. It really is even worse. Little feet air fresheners on the toilet. Yeah. When I couldn't afford the automatic air fresheners, it was just like, we'll use car air fresheners and just leave one on the flusher handle. We've come a long way. I mean, we've upgraded a lot of the home in 2 years. We really have. There's still a ways I'd like to go, but yeah, we've come a long way. We've now got proper lino flooring in the bathroom. That needs replacing again. The whole bathroom needs replacing. But yeah, we've come a long way. We've actually got carpet in the bedroom. Wow, I used to put bleach down the drains. I don't remember doing that. I know, to stop them smelling. I know a lot of people do it, but I don't ever remember doing that. I hate the smell of bleach. Oh. I also don't remember our house smelling too badly in the past. It was dirty and untidy, but I don't remember it smelling too bad. Maybe that's why. Maybe I need to start doing that again. This was the dog's room. So when we had the 3 dogs, we had Buzz, Cassie, and we kind of went through a number of third dogs over a few year period. But I think, Woody's here for this one. There he is, laying in his crate. All the dogs had the dog room. So this was the dog room, and it had the fridge in here because we couldn't fit the massive fridge in our kitchen. And the dogs just lived in here. This was a dedicated room for them. They had their crates in here that they could chill out in during the day and just be separated. And during food times, they had to be separated. They were wild. You put the food down and they weren't happy with each other, let me tell you. Woody was really good. Woody and Cassie could be fed together. Woody and Cassie could be fed together. Cassie and Buzz could be fed together. But Buzz and Woody could never be fed together. Never be fed together. It was awful. So those two had to be crated and shut away for their own safety. It just had to be done. And Woody, honestly, he was such a good boy. Once Buzz and Cass left, he kind of picked up all their naughty traits. He was a really good boy. And then they left and he was like, no, I need to honour my doggy kin and take on all their naughty traits. So he did. But yeah, he was, I don't know, they all had their own quirks. They were good in their own ways and they were naughty in their own ways too. But yeah, I don't think if I ever had, I'm not getting any more pets ever again, but I think if I ever had the choice, I would not get a working breed again. They are a lot of work. And I should really have done my research. I probably should have got a greyhound or a chihuahua, the sort of dog that you walk for 10 minutes and it's completely out of energy. Because while I'm a high energy person a lot of the time, I'm also a very non-high energy person a lot of the time. And my high energy tends to stem from in the home as well. So I don't like going out and being high energy. So yeah, having a working breed, it's hard work for me. I have to really focus in on being a pet parent rather than just being an easy pet parent. There's the skybox again. I told you, this thing just gets moved around the house. I keep finding a location for it and then I'm not happy with that location for it, so I move it and find another location for it. Eventually I got rid of it. This cupboard It's the bane of my life. It's like, I don't know, the cupboard to Narnia or some never-ending cupboard. I don't know what to call it. But it just gets filled with junk day in, day out, all the time. And you can clean it out and you can declutter it. And it never, ever stays clean or clear for long. It gets refilled with junk. I have tried to organise it as well and like get clear totes to put things in so it's nice and neat and organised, and then stuff just gets sort of shoved on top of the totes, and it's just so annoying. I hate it. I do hate it. The sofas are in the same position, although I think we've switched them round. So the bigger sofa is now behind where I'm stood, and that little sofa is in the corner. But I'm going to give the whole room a move round again. I like us being in this room as a sitting room because it's very open and light and it's quieter out the back here. And there's more room, but I don't like us sitting with our backs to what's going on in the rest of the world. So I think I'm going to switch this room around when we redecorate it, which should be coming up very soon. Very soon. I'm hoping sooner than I think. But I'm not going to give you guys a definitive time, because if I give you a definitive time, in all honesty, I will not stick to that definitive time and things will go very, very, very wrong. Now, this was just post-COVID, 2023, so we're not far out of COVID. I can't remember when COVID really sort of shut down and started winding off. But I used to get moaned at for the level of cleaning. So in 2018, I was moaned at for the level of cleaning I used to do, because I used antibacterial damp dust every day, and I'd spray the soft furnishings with an antibacterial spray. And everyone's like, that's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. You don't need to dust that much and clean that much and rah, rah, rah. And I was like, well, actually. And then COVID hit, and suddenly everyone's like, we need to start damp dusting and spraying everything with antibacterial. It's the only way to keep going. And then suddenly I didn't look so neurotic anymore, really, did I? But yeah, still post-COVID, I'm still cleaning pretty much the same. I still damp dust with antibacterial. I still, where I can, spray down with antibacterial. Sometimes the one I use isn't available, so I just end up using a fabric refresher. We've still got that unit in the corner. Those green lidded boxes, they were for dog food. They were a brilliant idea until Buzz got delusions of grandeur and decided he could eat the entire lot in one sitting, jumped up, knocked the top box off, which sent the other two boxes flying, smashed them all to pieces, and then they were useless. It did, however, make the house smell of dog food the entire time. I wanted to try raw feeding with the dogs, but with 3 of them and the amount they eat, it was just going to cost me a fortune, so kibble was the only real feasible option for them. But yeah, he knocked them down, smashed them, and then they were useless. So, and even those took forever to throw away. I think they got put out into the shed and were used for storage out in the shed for a little while. And then, yeah, they just got moved around and around. We hold on to stuff for a stupid amount of time. There's a dog crate in the kitchen. Why have we got a dog crate in the kitchen? Well, because we got it for Woody. Didn't need it for Woody. So we held on to it for a little while just in case it became useful for something. And that seems to be the motto of our lives. Hold on to it in case it's useful. And I really want to stop doing that so much. I want to stop buying stuff that we don't need. And stop keeping stuff that's no good to us. It needs to go off to charity, be sold off, and if it's no good to anybody, landfill. I'm tired of keeping hold of stuff. So do keep a lookout for decluttering videos. They'll be coming soon. You know, a lot of things have changed. We've got rid of a lot of this stuff, but then we've got a lot of different stuff instead. So in a way, a lot's changed, and in some ways, nothing's changed. I do want my fringe back, though. I do like my fringe. And I need to get some more of these strappy tops as well, because I tell you what, it's been really hot the last few months, and I've got none of them. And I need to get some more. Because now I'm losing weight, and I'm going to get back to a smaller body size than the one I am now. I don't think I look too bad looking back. I mean, back in 2023, I hated my body. But looking back, actually, it's not that bad. So maybe I should get some more strappy tops and then I can stay cool during the heat. And yeah, if I'm going to slender down a little bit, I think I'd be a little bit more confident in myself. So I might go back and revisit the fringe and the strappy tops. Who knows? I do miss those jeans though. They were lovely, lovely jeans. They were so comfy. I wore them everywhere. But yeah, there's still so many changes I want to make. But we have come quite far. Like I said, we've got carpet down now, proper flooring down, apart from the living room. That's ages old, and we are slowly upgrading. But there's a nice little look back even to 2023. See how far we've come. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now, guys.